Have you seen the CarJokester yet? I mean, it's kind of weird. It's alright, though. I mean, who am I to criticize? Down on it. Down on it. They have the big energy, the high caffeine coffee. So now I fill up half my cup with the high energy coffee and then half the cup with decaf, because I want the same amount of energy and caffeine and whatever from the coffee. I just don't want it to taste anything like coffee anymore. Just tastes like total shit. That's what I want. Make everything crappy. Do racist, right? Like, see a guy with a Confederate flag on his car and you're like, dude, do you really know what you're doing? Like, do you know why that Confederate flag was offensive to the like people outside of your cars? Leonard Skinner, not a person, it's a band. He was not a general that fought in the Southern Army for the Confederacy, and he did not win the war. Ted Nugent, I don't even know what to say about that guy. What about Clint Eastwood? Like, and his whole thing. People were talking about talking to the chair and like this and that, whatever. You guys think he's weird? Like, do you remember that he was in movies where he was starring with orangutans? Like, does anybody remember that? Is that something that people remember? I mean, come on. Any which way you can, any which way but loose. What was he, like a redneck fighter with orangutans, or a truck driver, or somebody with orangutans? I mean, oh my God. First, and then he... That's what I look like when I sneeze. Everything I Know I learned in kindergarten. It was a groundbreaking book back in the 80s about like teaching people that they should share and do all that stuff, and the reason that they should do that is because they'd already been taught that they should do that because they went to kindergarten. And I don't know what kindergarten you went to, but they had to share in my kindergarten. Welcome to the Sushi Show. Give yourselves a hand for coming out on a Thursday night. Yeah! Woo! Sushi. I was on Twitter today. I realized for the paranoid people, like, Twitter proves the point. Just because you're paranoid doesn't mean people aren't following you. That's, I have a lot of, like, I found out Buddhism is following me today. I don't know what they want with me. I'm super Jewish. Apparently, because I was doing handiwork a while back for a lady. She called herself the Handy Lady. The Handy Lady. Pretty clever, right? I was working with her, so she thought it was like taking away some of the mojo. She made me wear a dress. Called me the Handy Tranny. Went out of business in 2 weeks. I got myself a real job. People have never offered me cocaine. Look at my nose. Look how big it is. Like, if I go first, nobody else at that party's having fun. Like, I had a really poor upbringing, like, as far as fun goes. But, I work at a dog rescue, and it's a lot of fun. We save a lot of dogs, and, like, the dogs are more adoptable if you name them, like, famous names, right? So the other day, I got a dog off the dog transport. He peed on me right away. Named him R. Kelly, right? What else would you name him? He got adopted right away. It was great. I am told I look angry a lot. I was told I have my own version of angry bitch face. My buddy told me it was angry dick face. I'm just assuming that's because I have a fucking huge nose, right? Like, I had a friend that I knew when I was young that just got out of jail. I saw him when I was back east. He was in jail for a drunk driving incident. He killed a lot of people, and it was terrible. And when I saw him, he's in a wheelchair now, and I said, it must be terrible being handicapped. And he said, I like to think of myself as handy-capable. Right, exactly. I was like, dude, you killed a lot of people. You're handy-culpable. Yeah. Holy shit. All right. Cheap Trick. You know what I heard about Cheap Trick? I heard that the way that they kept their long-lasting relationship throughout all the years that they put out music, they've sold billions of copies of their albums. They're like Google it. Google Cheap Trick. The way that they've kept their long relationship with each other and the music going for all the years was they keep watching that scene from Fast Times at Ridgemont High when Mike Damone's like dancing. Your mama's alright. No. They don't talk to each other off stage. Ever. They don't hang out. They don't do anything. They're like, it's great. I just wanted to say that 103.5 The Fox, I usually think you suck, but the last 3 songs you've played in a row, you're nailing it, man. You're doing it. You are doing it. You are doing it. 4. They got a 4th one. They got a 4th one. I'm not saying that any of these songs shouldn't be retired because it's classic rock and they're all just on all the time, but they just happen to be playing 4 in a row that I don't mind. So.